जी सर, स्टार्ट कर दो।
Namaskar, good evening. I am Dr. R.K. Janamani, Senior Weather Forecaster, National Weather Forecasting Center, New Delhi. I will be presenting the weekly weather video. So I will be discussing the observed weather features, significant features of week ending on 23rd March, and then forecast for next 2 weeks ending on 6th April. Significant features, friends, if we will look during last 7 days, the major systems are the deep depression over southeast Bay of Bengal, which moved along and off Andaman and Nicobar Island, caused heavy to very heavy rainfall during 19 to 21 March, and then further moved, it almost moved nearly northward after its formation and crossed Myanmar coast on afternoon of 22nd March and then dissipated over central Myanmar by 24th of the March. And there are two western disturbances in the week. The one western disturbance in the first half of the week, and it caused some light rain over the higher ridges of Western Himalayan region, Jammu Kashmir, HP, Uttarakhand. And because of the trough in the peninsular India at lower level, there are some isolated scattered rain or thunderstorm, mainly over Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and Karnataka. And then if we see the larger part of the country, it was mainly dry, and particularly the whole northwest India, central India. Some rain thunderstorm reported in the northeast India. And another important feature is, as we have predicted, the heat wave which developed earlier in this March, started from 12 or 13 March, has been abated as we predicted by 19 of the March. And as of today, if we see, the heat wave almost abated over most part of India. And about the forecast trends, the current rain or thunderstorm activity over South Peninsula, particularly Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, will continue next 3 days. And Karnataka may have a heavy rainfall also today. And Northeast India thunderstorm now will pick up also because of some wind convergence has been occurring. So that is good news. Otherwise, Andaman Nicobar will have some rainfall, continue to get rainfall like last week. Some WD are coming, but feeble WD. So Jammu Kashmir may get light rain or snow isolated. Otherwise, most part of India will continue to remain dry. And regarding the heat wave, this is all about week 1 till 31st actually, March. And about heat wave, actually some heat wave we may see because there is anticyclonic subsidence over Gujarat. We may see 26 to 28 March. And also some heat wave we may see South Madhya Pradesh, northern parts of Maharashtra during second half of the week. And when we move the week 2, that is from 31st to 6th April, there will not be much change actually. The rainfall over Andaman will continue. There will be rainfall and thunderstorm activity continuing over South Peninsular India, and Northeast India will pick up also the thunderstorm activity, adjoining East India also, but Western Himalayan region continue to be below normal. And a very good news is that we may not get much heat wave during week 2 also, except isolated pocket of central India like Madhya Pradesh or Vidarbha. So this is all about the silent feature of the presentation. Coming to, as I was telling friends, the first WD, if we see in the wind chart, it was there sometimes as a circulation, sometimes as a trough, well extended up to 26, 27, and but there was no moisture associated with the system, not from the Arabian Sea, not from the Bay of Bengal. It was mainly dry WD. You can see hardly any cloud is there, and then there are wind convergence, as I was telling initially, in the lower level, and that's why there were sometimes from Madhya Pradesh to interior Karnataka, sometimes from Vidarbha to North Tamil Nadu. So all through the week, good thunderstorm, even though it was isolated, but over Tamil Nadu, Kerala, it was there. So this is all about the synaptic system and satellite image associated with the significant features of the week. And coming to the system that we have got during the week, we know that there was a low pressure area over the central parts of South Bay of Bengal by around 17, and it moved to and became well-marked low over the southeast and adjoining North Andaman Sea, the South Andaman Sea. And this became actually, this system became a depression, concentrated into a depression on 20th, and then a deep depression on 21st over the southeast Andaman Sea and adjoining South Andaman Sea, and then moved northerly, nearly northerly. And while moving along and off Andaman Nicobar Island, it cuts very good rainfall over the island area, and particularly I will be showing the rainfall, very heavy rainfall has been there. And as I was telling, there have been WD during 18 to 20, but this was mainly dry. And but peninsular India has a good north-south level trough in easterly, due to which we have some rain thunderstorm activity. Otherwise, major part was mainly dry. This is the deep depression, and it was a well-marked low over southeast Bay of Bengal and adjoining South Andaman Sea. And this concentrated into a depression over the same area. One can see the area of Southeast Bay adjoining South Andaman Sea, and in the morning by 5:30, and then it moved and again became deep depression on 21st morning 05:30, and continuing its movement across the along and off Andaman Nicobar, just east of it around 100 kilometers. It crossed in the 22 afternoon as a deep depression area, mainly Myanmar coast. It crossed actually, and then it moved nearly northeastward, and weekend into a well mark, and then a low pressure, and then finally on 25th. This is all about the track of the system which was there during the week. And if we see the major rainfall during the week, we can see that on 18-19 it was a Nicobar. Both IMD and Indian Air Force Station reported 7 to 9 centimeter heavy. Then on 20th it was light to moderate over the mainly South Andaman Island. And on 21st it was mainly overall Andaman and Nicobar, Long Island 13 centimeter, Nicobar, Mayavadar 4 centimeter. As I was telling, this peninsular India, mainly Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and Maha, has received a good rainfall, even though it was light to moderate. One can see the amount also. Pudukottai 2 centimeter, Gandharabukottai 5 centimeter, and the good news, friends, is the abatement of the heat wave from most part of India by around 21 March. And if we see during the week, heat wave to severity was there during early part of the week. Our Gujarat, West Rajasthan, Jammu Division, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Bidar, West and till 19 March. And as I was telling, gradually abated most place by around on 20, and it was only restricted to West MP till yesterday. But today there has not been any heat wave reported. It's a good sign. And only we are expecting some fresh heat wave may redevelop from 25th or 26th. And coming to the weekly rainfall, if we see particularly the All India meteorological subdivision wise, and also the seasonal rainfall, if we see, what we see during the week, almost all parts of central and northwest India, Uttar Pradesh, we are dry. Deficient to scanty rainfall. This yellow, red, deficient to scanty, white is the no rain, green and blue is the normal to excess. So if we see that, as I was telling, the particularly yellow and red, so central peninsula, Jammu Kashmir, Uttarakhand, most part of northeast India, deficient scanty. So only rainfall received was the peninsular India, normal and excess. And if we see the overall rainfall, most part of India is deficient or dry or scanty during this whole March, actually till 23rd March. If we take cumulative rainfall, met subdivision wise, only normal is the part of peninsular India, West Rajasthan, and Madhya Maharashtra. You can see the statistics also. During the week, all India rainfall was minus 76% departure from normal, and only South Peninsular India, I was telling, it has some excess rainfall. Otherwise, other parts were minus 82, minus 90%. And overall, if we see, if only Peninsular India is it has some rain, but still deficient, minus 28%. Overall, if we see, it is minus 82%. That is from 1st March till 23rd March. Actual is 3.9. Actually, the rainfall the country has received millimeter, whereas the normal is 21.9, almost 7 times actually. The normal, actually 1/7 of the rainfall, almost less than 1/7, that is almost 1/60 of the rainfall it has received, minus 82% percentage departure from normal all India average. Coming to the today's synaptic situation, one can see the WD is over the Western Himalayan region moving today across it. It will give some isolated rainfall tonight. Some cloud one can see over Jammu Kashmir. Otherwise, the circulation, there is a circulation over the Maharashtra, Madhya Maharashtra mainly, and a trough runs to another circulation which is over Lakshadweep and adjoining Southeast Arabian Sea. Some convective activity has been reported over the Karnataka mainly and northeastern states. It will be picked up next 3 days also, and accordingly we have issued the warning. Mainly it will be restricted 3 days over northeast India. Some light to moderate and some gusty wind may be there, and south peninsular also covering south Tamil Nadu, Kerala, coastal Karnataka, whole Karnataka, and also Goa area. So this will be up to 2 days. And on day 3 onward, there will be substantial reduction, not much. Most part of India is likely to remain fair weather, and heat wave, it will be mainly restricted to Gujarat actually for 26 to 28. So this is all about the warning. You can see the green color in most part of India, and the fair weather also, no warning, except the peninsula, mainly Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and Northeast India. And now coming to the week-wise forecast, if we first 2-week forecast, let us see what is the chances of formation of a system or a cyclones or depression over our North Indian Ocean. If we analyze all the model products, MJO friends is moving from 5th to after 6 and 7 during next 2 weeks. So only first half it will be remain favorable, and model product and analysis show that there is a likelihood of some low pressure or circulation formation over central parts of South Arabian Sea during week 1, and also our South Bay of Bengal during the week 2. So, however, there is no likelihood of intensification of the circulation of depression into a depression or a higher intensity zone. So, during next week, formation of any depression or cyclone is ruled out. Only there can be low pressure or well-marked low pressure area. In the first half, it may be over the in the week 1 over the South Arabian Sea, and in week 2 over the Southeast Bay of Bengal. This is the rainfall prediction for 2 weeks. One can see some green color over peninsular India, mainly extreme southwest peninsula, covering Kerala, Karnataka, and Northeast India. So what do we see actually? Northeast India continue to get rainfall both week 1 and week 2, and also Southeast Peninsula and Andaman Nicobar Island bring some rain, light to moderate. And if we see in terms of the normal ever normal, yes, Northeast India may get part of it normal to abnormal. Part of Southwest Peninsula covering Kerala may get in week 1, whereas in week 1, other parts of India, including the Western Himalayan region and Andaman Nicobar, may get below normal rainfall. And in week 2, the trend is same, only the Andaman Nicobar Island will get abnormal rainfall. Temperature wise, one can see not much change, rather slight increase has been there, but not much. If we see the 40 or 41 degree, it is normal friends for like Central India to get 40, 41, or Rajasthan to get 40, 41, or interior Odisha to get 40, 41. But plus 4.5, like 43, 44 may result heat wave, 43, 44. So that kind of situation is not there actually. Particularly the yellow color is not there much area. The light yellow color is there. But if we see in terms of the departure from normal, week 1, we are getting just something like 2 to 3 or 2 to 4, but Western Himalayan region, we may get some positive departure, but not much there. And Peninsular India, Odisha, we are not getting much indication that it will be there. So overall, if we see week 1, because the WD is passing, we may get some light rain snow over higher reaches for today, and from tomorrow onward, it is not there. And since there is a low level easterly trough in the peninsular India, the area will get next 3-5 days. This area, particularly Kerala, Mahe, Tamil Nadu, and Karnataka, and coastal Andhra Pradesh and Rayalaseema, 2 days only. And if we see the further the northeastern state, there has been condition favorable, so it may get scattered to fairly widespread rain thunderstorm in next 5 days. And if we see the warning part, the northeast India will get some gusty wind, also accompanied with lightning because of the thunderstorm. And heavy rainfall, we predict actually coastal and SIK today and Arunachal Pradesh for 2 days, next 2 days. And overall, if we say, I was telling the rainfall will be normal to ever normal, extreme South Peninsula, northeastern state, and may some rain over Andaman Nicobar Island. Whereas over Western Himalayan region, it will be normal to below normal. Rest part, it will be dry. Heat wave, I was telling, as I was telling, that it will likely may develop over Gujarat because of the anticyclone, intensifying there 26 to 28 March. We may get heat wave. We may get a heat wave also second half of the week in the central India or northern parts of Maharashtra also, but not much severity as per the prediction from various modalities coming in week 1. And if we go for the week 2 prediction, we will get actually due to trough in northeast India, like moderate rainfall thunderstorm activity over northeast eastern India many days during the week 2, during 31st March to 6 April, and due to lower level trough in the South Peninsula, there will be isolated scattered thunderstorm activity and rain over extreme South Peninsula during many days. And there will be a feeble WD, some isolated light rain snow may occur over Western Himalayan region, Jammu Kashmir or Himachal Pradesh, higher regions only Uttarakhand, 1 to 2 days during the week 2. And overall, if you see rainfall likely to be above normal over Andaman Nicobar Island, near normal to above normal over South Peninsular India and Northeast adjoining East India, and below normal over Western Himalayan region. And when we come to the temperature for the week 2, from 31st March to 6 April, it's good to see that there will be not much rise in the temperature over most part of the country in compared to week 1. And there may be a 2 to 4 degree actually above normal over northwest, east, and adjoining central India, near normal over North Peninsula, east, northeast India, and below normal over rest part of India. And a very good news is that no significant heat wave is likely over any part of the country except that isolated pocket over central India. We know that central India normally dry, and the prevailing of isolated heat wave is not ruled out in week 2 because there will be no rain. So temperature will not decrease much, also not increase much because winds are not favoring any heat wave, but isolated cases may prevail during some days of the week like Madhya Pradesh or Vidarbha or Marathwada. So friends, that is all from me about this week weather discussion. Please continue to visit us. Please download our app, as we tell, Mosum app, for the location forecast and warning, Damini app for lightning alert, Meghdut app for agro advisory. You please download, and also please follow up in our website. We are very active in social media. Please like us. Please look up at our daily and weekly video also, and also our warning, graphic product warning, and our NACOST warning also. Twitter also, we are uploading all our product, whether any system or depression over Bay of Bengal or Arabian Sea. Please also see for all marine warning also. Instagram, please follow us, and YouTube, as I was telling, please continue to like us in our video, and Blogspot. You please get all the FAQ if you are interested for anything like heat wave, cyclogenesis, or thunderstorm details, and what are the safety aspects we can adapt to keep us safety. Please follow the weather warning and be safe. Thank you. Thank you, friends. We will meet again in the next week at the same time. Thank you. Good night.